You're now tuned into Kofi's Universe, since you're just sitting on Uranus. This is the #1 YouTube channel for hip-hop culture news, informed black social issues, song reaction videos, and even comedy. So be sure to like this post, and if you haven't already subscribed, do so right about now. Razzcast.
YouTube salute. Fat Joe's former hype man, Terrence T.A. Dixon, has filed an explosive lawsuit in federal court against the rapper on Thursday. Dixon is alleging that his former boss engaged in coercive labor exploitation, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, and psychological coercion. Dixon adds that Fat Joe got rich and famous while he and his associates deliberately suppressed, silenced, and erased Dixon's substantial creative, artistic, and commercial contributions, which were foundational to Fat Joe's professional success and personal brand. He is seeking up to $20 million in damages. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. The complaint filed by U.S. District Court Southern District of New York details so many disturbing claims about Fat Joe's alleged sexual relations with women, including minors, that it contains a trigger warning on the first page of the 157-page document. For 16 years, Dixon served as Fat Joe's so-called hype man, a common figure in hip-hop who supports the artist by energizing the crowd and enhancing the overall performance. He also contributed as a lyricist and background vocalist on such hits as Congratulations, Ice Cream, Money Over Bitches. According to the complaint, he had arrival vantage points to observe the rapper's offstage lifestyle and behavior. So Dixon is represented by Tyrone Blackburn, who is also the lead counsel against Sean Diddy Combs. So in 2024 of February, Blackburn filed a lawsuit on behalf of Diddy accuser Little Rodney, alleging sexual assault, sexual harassment, and failure to pay his underlining. 1 month later, Department of Homeland Security conducted raids at Diddy's mansion in LA and Miami. Dixon states in the complaint that Fat Joe forced him into humiliating situations, including sex acts performed under duress and surveillance, accompanied by threats of abandonment in foreign countries if he refused compliance. By his own estimation, Dixon states in a suit that he was coerced into more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing within the enterprise. So, most shocking, the suit claims that Dixon personally witnessed Fat Joe engage in sexual relations with children who were 15 and 16 years old, and lists three, such as Jane Doe, including a 16-year-old Dominican girl in New York who got exchanged for cash, clothing, and payment for her cell phone, who performed oral sex and other sexual acts on the rapper. See, this is my thing. If all this stuff was going down, why you didn't stop that shit, dude? Like, no, you should have whooped his ass. You should have whooped his ass. You should have never let that shit go down. Hype man, whatever. Man, you see, if this is true, I'm not saying it's true because I wasn't there, but if this really did happen, you should have put hands on Fat Joe. You should have not allowed that to happen, dude. I don't care. Minor Doe, too, is a Caucasian female and not a United States citizen. Fat Joe began having sexual relations with Minor Doe 2 when she was 15 years old after a concert overseas. Defendant flew Minor Doe 2 to New York City and Miami, Florida on multiple occasions. Doe and Minor Doe 2's body being adolescent and not fully formed, defendant paid for her to get a Brazilian butt lift. Minor Doe 2 eventually left defendant and is now married to a professional athlete. The complaint says Minor Doe 3 is a Latina female who met the defendant when she was 15 years old, turning 16. According to Dixon, defendant was in love with Minor Doe 3. He even contemplated leaving his wife. The defendant paid all Minor Doe 3's bills and even took her overseas to his tour stops. He brought her to Florida and will put her in a condo he rented a flute blocks from his house with his wife. The lawsuit states in a recorded conversation, Minor Doe 3 and her 15-year-old cousin described in detail to plaintiff how inappropriate it was for the defendant, who was in his late 30s at the time, to be fawning over children. Fat Joe is represented by celebrity criminal attorney Taco Pina, who had defended everyone from ASAP Rocky and Donald Trump in high-profile cases. Taco Pina responded to the lawsuit, saying in a statement to Variety, the lawsuit filed by Tyrone Blackburn and Terrence Dixon is a blatant act of retaliation, a desperate attempt to deflect attention from the civil suit we filed first. All right. Law enforcement is aware of the exonerant demand at the heart of the scene. The allegations against Fat Joe are complete fabrications, lies intended to damage his reputation and force a settlement through public pressure. Mr. Cartagena will not be intimidated. We have taken legal action to expose this fraudulent campaign and hold everybody involved accountable. So that's really it, man. That's really it. This guy's trying to get $20 million from Fat Joe. He's saying Fat Joe has sex with minors. My thing is, if this really happened, you should have put hands on Fat Joe. You just gonna sit there. That means you guilty too. See, my thing is this. Okay, y'all know all these people are doing this, right? But you hanging with them. You still getting paid. See, won't you either you walk away and say, I'm not gonna be a part of this no more, and it's I'm gonna expose you. But if you stay there and you allow this shit to go on and on and on, now you want to finally say something. It's kind of like, well, you need to be charged too because you allow that to happen. Because my thing is, why you never said nothing? Why you never did nothing in those moments? I'm just curious. I'm just curious to know. You should not allow those young girls to get taken advantage of, especially when it comes to sexual relations. Like, don't you have daughters, nieces, girl cousins, aunties, sisters, little sisters, mothers, grandmothers, if she's living, or great grandma? Like, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Post your comments below. Poke smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Want to support, donate channel? Donate to the channel. I have Patreon, patreon.com/Kofi Universe, Venmo, Zelle. Till next time, salute.